We are moving on what he called the Palm Sunday, the walk of the Palm Sunday. We're moving. You doing all right on the hill?
Actually, this is not bad.
All right. Yeah.
Down,
It is steep.
There's no steps. It is steep, but there's no steps.
Okay.
Listen, you're letting Miss Kate's gonna get ahead of you.
I'm just so cool.
The arm down. You got it? Okay.
Oh, she can keep going down. It's just stopping at the end that you might have an issue with.
Good morning. 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 Good morning.
I'm trying to, yeah.
So, a few words about what we are seeing here, which is important. People be with me. Come close as long as you see what's behind my back. And behind my back are small boxes. And those boxes were called ossuary. And what is ossuary all about? Be with me for a second. You have to understand the burial system back in the time of Jesus. It is not what we do today. People, look at me. It is not what we do today. There is imagine to yourself like a cave. You wrap the body. We don't put in casket. We wrap the body in cloth. Okay? We put the body on the floor. You know what will happen 10, 11 months later, right? The body will be decayed. What do we do with the bones left? That's exactly what we do. We put them in those small boxes, and there it stays forever. Meaning that the grave, like I showed you, remember when we drove down the hill? Remember from Mount Carmel down the hill to Megiddo? I told you look to the left, you saw thank you. And this is actually to tell you that people are buried with the whole family in one place. But every time you need to open the tomb, you need to push the stone. And this is what the stone will be round. Okay? If you remember the story of Abraham, the first thing he did, what did he do? He bought a piece of property to bury him and his family. He didn't buy a hotel. He didn't invest in a restaurant. He didn't even have a car dealership. What he did, he wanted to make sure he can bury his family. And the man said to him, take it as a gift. And Abraham refused. Why refused? Gift. Exactly, he wanted legal. You know why? Because when you do a legal transaction back in those days, you have to have two witnesses witnessing the deal. You understand? You give a gift, you say, I was drunk, my wife, didn't feel well, what happened? When you have two witnesses co-signing the deal, that's a deal, that's it. You can't say I was not good. I did not know what I was doing. And that's what Abraham did. He bought the field, he bought the cave to bury him and his family forever. And that's what you're going to see when you go to the garden tomb. Okay, we don't bury like this anymore, but that at least help us to understand the wording in the Bible. Because when somebody died, the expression in the Bible is not he died. There is an expression in the Bible. He was gathered with his elders. In the Hebrew, Ne'esaf el avotav. And what does it mean? Your remains are close to your parents. And they're close to their, until the place is full and you move location. In other words, after the body will be decayed, we put them in those
Ossuaries.
Remember, meaning this place was probably a place where they manufactured a lot of them, because this is a place maybe people were buried. So we see like a lab where they manufactured those ossuary. That's the word. Okay? Remember the name of the church? We said the Lord wept. I want to give you a few minutes. If you want to go there, take a quick look at the church, it's fine. Where do we meet? Right at the entrance. All good?
Yes.
Remember the name of the place? The Lord wept. Go take a look, come back.
Do you know any like specific areas that Jesus hung out in and out of?
Down the hill.
Get out of the way.
But we never he was walking down the hill.
Je ne suis pas. Je ne suis pas.
They're way back there in the cave too. Back in there. Back up there. A little arch there above the grave area. See if we can take a peek at the church that's there. I'm not sure what this is. This looks like it might be either another tomb. That looks like another tomb right there. Goes on in there. For whatever reason, this one has a covering over it.
What is it called? A church of what? But they had church of tears.
Can't really get close to that one because of all the stuff in front of the door. We'll go down here and peek at the church. This place is called the Lord Wept.
In there?
This looks like a water cistern or something here. See the more of the mosaic tiles there on the floor. Another view of Jerusalem Old City over there. found a spot where I can actually see some of the older section of this cemetery right here. You can see that these stones are crumbling, just crumbling. It works its way from way out there and back out here like that. And you can see that as I move this way, the stones get a little better, a little more together. And here you have one that hasn't crumbled yet, but it still looks pretty old. And as we move that direction, you can see them getting better and better as we move till we're into the newer section. This cemetery is just massive, just gigantic. And there's even more on around the side of the other side of the hill that we cannot see from here because it curves out that way and around the corner. Just can't see it. And again, this is the Jewish side, and across the Kidron Valley, all along the eastern wall there is the Muslim section. Again, there's that eastern gate right there, the one that the Messiah will walk through. Right now it's a closed gate, it's completely sealed, bricked up. Our people are taking pictures. Jerusalem in the background there. Up on that hill you can see more of the cemetery there. People way up there at the top. But we are on our way out of this place called The Lord Wept. Careful, my dear.
Is already good.
No, no, no. Is there more in that other building? Real fast, people. Yep. Yes, there are a few in here. Check that out. All right, on our way out. On our way out.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hi.
Good morning.
John Davis is still behind us. Oh, really good view right through there. through that hole in the wall. This is the really, really old section that we were looking at from up above. And that's where we just came down from. The Lord wept, the church.
בן אדם, קודם כל בן אדם. לא, 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 לא. אני אשלח.
Everything is built on the side of a mountain here. Everything, literally everything.
I mean, that's real big.
You can't find them in the supermarket. You went to that little supermarket? Yeah. Wasn't the service good? I didn't buy anything, so. They were very rude. Really? Even me. Boss. Yeah. Is that okay with you? I don't see Alex. We are simply going this way. I'll tell you why people listen to me.
Because we are coming back to the Garden of Gethsemane, we're going to have our own time. We actually have a booking to the private section. I'm not going to do the Garden of Gethsemane twice. So we are coming back here tomorrow in the afternoon, which I will show you also the famous Church of All Nations, which even the American helped to build. And therefore your emblem is in the church. So we're going to spend time here tomorrow afternoon, meaning the closing of the day tomorrow afternoon is where? The Garden of Gethsemane. Okay? So we, instead of walking like all the other group, we're going this way. We are cutting here. We are going here. We are going to the bus. We're going to go to where? Bathroom. In this place, there is even a little gift shop. I asked them to make tea for us, a tea, and we spend maybe, I don't know, 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Okay?
Can we drink tea? That means my tea while I'm peeing. Yeah, that's right. Cup of tea.
Yes. Yes. I don't know.
That's right.
The broken one.
So this is the very top of the Garden of Gethsemane, right here behind this wall. And we're going to be there tomorrow.
You okay?
So he's bypassing it right now. We're going to be there tomorrow. Down we go.
Teresa, this side is a ramp with railing. Okay.
Yeah, one thing's for sure. Some of this plant material, I don't know what it is. Like that looks like azaleas, sort of. I'm sure it's not.
Am I it? Am I the back?
You okay?
No, I'm fine. I was asking, am I the back? Is there anybody else?
I thought you said your back hurt.
No, I'm good.
I'm gonna be the back today,
Okay.
so you can film.
Peeking right in there while I have a quick chance. go. The history here is just unbelievable. I'm hoping down here at the corner I'll be able to turn and look back up the hill and just get somewhat of an idea of the massiveness of this place. And here we have more of the old stones here among some newer ones.
Well, recording now. So here we are, we're walking down from the mount, the viewing area of where Jesus wept over the city of Jerusalem. This is still the Mount of Olives, and this is still a large cemetery next to the Mount of Olives. So now we are descending.
So I'm gonna stop at this corner right here and just do a sweep of this area. So.
Tour the garden.
Get an idea of just how tightly packed and dense this area is. And that's where we came down from, way up there. We are now headed out to our bus. There's one out there. It's got some colors on it. I'm not sure what that signifies. Maybe I can ask Moshe. But I need to get out of here because they're gone. And there's our people. Okay, so I was mistaken. I thought that little arch up there was what they were calling the Eastern Gate. My mistake. It's actually the big one there. Right there. That's the Eastern Gate that Christ will walk through when he returns. And you can see that it's all bricked up. There's nobody getting through that gate right now. I'm going to walk across this road one more time and just video over this fence, because I saw something over here a minute ago that I thought was kind of interesting. If you look over, you see all these graves in the ground. There's no writing on them, but there are crosses, just simple crosses on top of them. Some of them have a little more ornate iron crosses there. If I can get up and see them. But how interesting, huh?